We already have around 14 people joined us, and I guess in next 10 minutes we're gonna have more people. I'm Daria, co-founder of SLLSCRPTBS, and today we have very good topics and great guests as well. So let me first share my screen, and you're gonna see what we are talking about today. So what we're going to talk first is we're going to talk about choosing the right strategy for your MENA expansion in terms of e-commerce. Should it be D2C channels or it should be marketplace channels? The second thing is like what the best. It's like better to explore is like to go on the marketplace or start your own D2C channel, like as for example Shopify or like any kind of self-built website. The next thing we're gonna talk about is actually Noon or Amazon. If you still wanna go on marketplaces, which one? And then we're gonna have our guest here who's gonna elaborate more on payment issues and like why how to handle everything. So yes, they have here, actually not only guest, but it's also host. We have Musai here from Paymes, head of business acquisition and marketing. Can you please introduce yourself and tell our audience about your experience?
Yeah, sure. So first of all, I would like to thank everyone who joined this webinar. My name is Musa Yahya. I'm currently heading the business marketing and acquisition side at Paymes. Paymes is a payment solution provider. It's a Saudi company that started back in 2014 as a simple payment gateway facilitator, and it has grown to be one of the biggest payment solution providers in the region, as voted by Forbes in 2023. So I have more than 10 years of experience in the business marketing and sales and business development as well. I've been working with Paymes for the past 2.5 years, and so far the experience and the journey has been nothing short of exceptional.
Great, perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I have Natalie from SLLMatics, head of business development. So she gonna tell us more about SLScreen and SLLMatics as well. About a little bit about our experience. So we are a data company. We collect data on different marketplaces. Here is the retailers that we cover for now, and in gray is those retailers which are in pipeline. They are the only tool in the market which is focused on the region, not on selected marketplaces. So we not only have Amazon, but we also have Noon. We not only have marketplaces, but we also have Shopify data, which gives us it is as like base and opportunity to talk about different channels. So we have two brands. First brand in SLLMatics. In SLLMatics, we work with big clients. Here is some of our portfolio, and for them, we help to understand the market share, the digital shelf share, and improve the operations on a daily basis. The second solution is actually SLScreen, a solution for small and medium companies, e-commerce entrepreneurs. So for this product, usually solve the product search issue, listing optimization issues for sellers, and recently what we added is actually payment reconciliation. So why MENA and how we end up to be in this region? So originally we started in China. After China, we went to CIS region, which because of COVID grown like amazingly, and we got very good market share for the the corporate part of the business, but then they realized like what the next, what market they gonna go next, and we try to launch in USA as a solution for Shopify sellers. although we realize that the market is so saturated with sellers, service providers, etc. So it's like actually very competitive market. And if you want to go there, you need to be prepared to spend a lot of marketing budget to acquire your audience. And also lots of competition. But when we look at the MENA, we realize it's really amazing, because here's the 30,000 sellers. This is the number for UAE KSA, basically. And this is the very little number, right? Although those sellers, first, they're growing very, very intensively during this year. Second, it's not comparable to any other market, because like Southeast Asia and Latam, it's not gated market, like it's very easy to open easy to open business there, basically, and that's why they have around that big number of sellers. Europe is great market, very, very fragmented between different marketplaces. Also like good Amazon presence there, and they have like really good numbers in terms of revenue, and of course US, the main market. Although for Europe and US, I would say it's way more capital intensive for sellers. I'm not talking about us, I'm saying about sellers. So we realized that the most potential actually is Middle East, North Africa, and Turkey and Pakistan. That market is probably going to be one of the best for us, and also for sellers who are growing in the market. About the growth, we expected about 25% annual growth, but it depends. It's like whole market, and for marketplaces, we see that probably in a few years, marketplace is going to triple the numbers. Then who is the main players here? Of course, it's Amazon as a marketplace. Second player is Namshi and Noon. Noon acquired Namshi, so it's like it's now the third biggest player, and the second and third, and the last one is SLLSCRPTBS. But as you see, they are very far behind main two players. Sometimes people thinking like, oh, because it's easier to get into Amazon, so people think, okay, maybe I don't need to spend any time for Noon, but let's just see its public data, its similar web data for the few months last year, 2022, October, November, December. So the yellow, it's actually Noon data. Noon monthly visits in millions, so it was 16 million versus Amazon 22, but in November and in December, you can see the difference is not that high. So what I would say is that for searching time in Noon is actually performed amazingly, and they also spent a lot of budget into the development. And if you talk about the experienced sellers, most of the sellers saying that the share of the orders is actually equal. It's 50-50 for Noon and Amazon. So both marketplaces are good to start with, as well as your own D2C channel. And here is the key channels we're gonna talk about today. And let's start first to the one key thing is actually, because it doesn't matter which channel you sell it. Is it Shopify? Is it Noon? Amazon? For e-commerce, the most essential part of the business is actually the product you sell, because on the product, on your product depend your unit economy, on your product depend your money back period. So that's why product search is one of the most essential part. And Natalie today gonna let us know how to search for new products, how to hunt products using SLLSCRPTBS.
Thank you so much, Daria, for the introduction. Thank you guys for coming to the webinar. Yes, as Daria mentioned, so finding the right product to sell is essential. So today we will just give you a few tips how to look for a right product using our service. okay, sales screen. So I will just start sharing my screen to show you some examples of the products from the product search. So for example, as you might know, some of the products are, well, basic products, but some of the products can be trending or seasonal. So depending obviously on the country or on the region where you sell, you should understand that there are some products that are, you know, seasonal just for a specific season. Like the obvious example would be, you know, the Christmas tree for Christmas, or for this specific region would be some sort of decorations for Eid or something like this. So some of the products can be seasonal, some of the products can be trending. So they're trending at this specific time. Like for example, products would contain, you know, just specific things like, I don't know, healthy products or something like this. So here on our website, sales screen, you can do your product search and you can see which products are trending in a specific time. You can see the seasonal products, for example, this product, okay, that we have found on Amazon using our website. So educational player mat for kids. You can see that this product was only sold at a specific, you know, periods of time. So we can say that this product has some kind of seasonality, okay? The next example can be this product as well, which you can also see, you can track when the product had, you know, sales and what was the revenue, that it was also sold only at a specific period of time. So using our service, how would you do your product search? Here in our service, we have various tools for that. Basically, it works the following way. We collect the product data from the marketplaces like Amazon, UAE, non-UAE, non-Saudi, all the product data, like the price, stock, revenue, which stores are selling this product. We collect the data on the placement of the product in the specific categories and subcategories as well. We collect the data here, the variants and offers. You can see which stores are selling this product, what is the fulfillment model for the store, how many they have in stock, and so on and so forth. We see the data on availability. Everything in green means the product was always available. If the product would not be available at some specific period of time, we could calculate lost revenue for the product as well. But here, well, the product was available, so we didn't calculate it. In the product charts, you can choose a specific period of time to see the correlation between specific metrics for the product, such as price and sales, maybe placement and sales, and so on and so forth to do your research. Also, we collect reviews on the product. Here we don't have them. We have the content score for the product as well. Here, the product does not really correspond to the recommended benchmark that we have. Here, basically, you see 5 different factors and the recommended benchmark for the content score of the product. So the factors and the benchmark are based on our research into the best-selling products on the marketplaces. And well, you can see all these 5 factors, and basically we recommend the value here, and you see, well, if the value is in red, it is lower than recommended. So this product does not have a very good content score, but we recommend that your products do have, you know, good content score for to have better placement and to have better sales. Also here in description versions, you can generate the description for your product using artificial intelligence. Also, you can use it and make it here, do it here on our service. So as it was mentioned, well, product research is a complicated task. Using our service, you can check, for example, here you can see, well, this is for Amazon, right? Which clicked on the products. Here you can see all the products that we found on this marketplace, right? So depending, obviously, on your, you know, business goals, depending on what exactly you want to search for, we have a lot of tools to search for the products. You can search products in specific categories or by brands or by stores. You can just search product by statuses, for example, only out of stock products or available products. You can put additional filters here, and you can only choose products, for example, if you choose a specific category, let's say, I don't know, beauty products, okay? And you can only choose, you can put additional filters and you can choose a specific price that you want to see these products for, or you can choose, this is the filter numeric price, okay? Next filter that you might be interested in can be the date of creation. So you can only see the products which were created. So you put they created, and you only see the products which are created from, which have been added to this marketplace since March, okay? So here, much less products, right? So 630 products, you would see their performance, their revenue in a specific period. Again, here you can choose any other metrics that you want to see the products for. And you can see here all these products, you can see their performance. Basically, these are the products that are newly introduced to the market. So this is how, basically, in a few words, very shortly, you can do your product research and what kind of tools you have. Obviously, product research is a much more complex process, but here we just show you and we provide you the tools for it, and we show you how basically how to use our service for this. The next thing that you should consider also, apart from the product search, would be finding exactly your niche or the category where you're selling. So here on sales screen, we also have data on the categories and their performance, okay? So when you click on the categories here, you would see all the categories. For example, this is Noon, okay? Noon UAE. And you would see all the root categories the same way as they're presented in the Noon UAE. You choose a specific period of time, for example, the month of April, right? And you see the performance of the categories, okay? When you click on one specific category, like home and kitchen, you would go into subcategories. You can see here, and you would see the same data, the same metrics in terms of revenue, sales, average price, how many products there are, how many merchants are selling in this subcategory for basically all the subcategories. So when you click on, for example, furniture, right, you would see, again, you just go deeper into the subcategories and all the sections. Here you can also check which stores are selling into this subcategory, so you can see their market share. Okay, it is also important, always important to check that to see what can be your competition here. So, for example, these two stores, you can see the first one has 26.5% market share. The second one already has 22, and the third one 21. Okay, so it is always important to check this out to understand what will be your competition if some of the biggest stores or brands have big market share. Okay, the same goes for brands. You can check here brands and their market share as well. What you can check for categories can also be the price distribution, okay? So you can see, for example, for some specific price range, how many products there are and what is the revenue for this product. And sometimes it is visible when somewhere there are not too many products, but the revenue is, well, you can see it, right? It is very big, it is huge here. Cannot even fit it on the screen. So yes, this is something that you can also check for your niche, for your category search. So just to resume, you should check the brands and the stores and their market share. You should check the price distribution in the category. These are just some key points that you should always keep in mind while doing the research for your niche and for your products. I will continue with our presentation now. Just 1 second. I'm going to share my screen. Just a second here. So yes, this is the continuation of our presentation. So yes, this is what I mentioned. Sometimes you just check the total volume of the category, which might be big, but you don't know how many merchants are selling there, how many products are already in this category. So you should always check all of the metrics to understand what does the market look like and what is your competition in the category. Obviously, the best niche and the best category for you is the category that you have the experience in. So this is something where you might want to start to research specifically the category from which you already have the experience, which you already have some data for. Again, what I have mentioned about the market share, please always check the share of the big brands and the big stores to understand your competition. Also, some people think that, for example, for marketplaces such as Noon and Amazon, some people think that their market share is so huge that it's really hard for the new sellers. Well, actually, nowadays, the retailer share as of February, Noon was 16%, and for Amazon was only 17%. And one interesting case is, for example, another marketplace, Valberries, that is one of the biggest marketplaces in Russia. Their market share has actually decreased in 3 years, almost 3 times. So there is a trend normally for decreasing market share for the retailers themselves. Understanding the category, yes, we already checked the price level. So always check how many products there are and what is the total revenue for the products. And this is how you calculate your unit economy. So as everything that we have concluded was about the search for your niche, for the category to sell into, searching for the specific products that you should sell, obviously. You should always, before starting your business, before starting to sell anything, you should calculate the unit economy well to understand if the business is profitable. So here are some tips regarding what you should do, what you should calculate. For your information, just obviously the product cost, delivery to the UAE, custom clearance, packing and labeling if required, local delivery to the FBA warehouse, and FBA fees. So these are some important points that you have to keep in mind as well. To minimize your risks, obviously, you should always check out about the required license and documents for the product. So it is extremely important. Again, choose a category where you feel confident in, research your category, calculate unit economy, and choose the right product to sell. So with almost all of these tasks, choosing the categories, calculating unit economy, and choosing the products, we at SLLSCRPTBS will be happy to help you. As we have shown in the demo, the service is just designed specifically for that. So yes, doing your product research using our service, you can discover potential best-selling products, the same as we have discussed, because some products are, seasonal, some of them are trending. So to see these products, to see this trend, and to discover the products and to start selling them, you can also validate your product success and create compelling product that converts. So this was basically it for now. Thank you so much, guys, for listening. I'm getting back to you, Daria.
Great. Thank you very much, Natalie. So guys, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to write your comments in the chat. We will go through all of the questions right now. And if you have any question, maybe it doesn't, the question is even doesn't look that complicated, just, like ask, we are happy to help you and answer those questions. So getting back to the channels. So one of the channel, as you know, already talked, is the Amazon, right? For the Amazon, so to start with the Amazon, what you need company in one of 16 countries or residency in the UAE or in KSA. It depends on, like where you want to develop your business. So basically, if you want to start with Amazon, it's quite easy. It's way more easier than and you need to have Paymes account. Which is also quite easy to apply. Then the second thing is Noon. Noon is great platform, but a bit gated. So you need to have your company registered in UAE or KSA, like respectively to the market where you want to sell. And you definitely need to open a bank account, which is in UAE, quite a hassle. Getting back to like, I mentioned it as a Shopify, but it's actually all G2C channels. So if you have your own website, so there are different ways to do that. But to be honest, like the difference is actually in that you need to handle more resources in your like, for example, you need to add warehouse or fulfillment center, or you need to make a warehouse out of your home. You need to find logistics provider. You need to find marketing like in-house or outsourcing, or you need to learn how to do marketing yourself. So it's quite complex, but it also gives additional values because of two reasons. First, you don't see competition as you see on the marketplaces, which is good and bad, because on marketplace you know who's your competition and who you're gonna compete with, like what basically out of what customers gonna like search. The second is but you have control over everything. You have control all of your logistics, over your marketing. You don't need to adjust prices to the market. You need, of course, but it's different. So in marketplaces, the competition is very serious, and then like sellers selling from the D2C website, it's usually prices are higher. So different but different factors comes to the main factor. Basically, how to acquire payments, how to collect payments from your customers, because this is the main part. And today we have amazing speaker who can elaborate on this part. So I now Musa gonna let us know about Paymes and the solution they provide for the sellers to start the website, the e-commerce business directly, direct to consumer business.
Okay, thank you, Daria. Thank you for the introduction. Let me just start off by sharing my screen. So as I mentioned in the beginning, when I was introducing Paymes is a payment solution provider. And one of the solutions that we have at Paymes is actually Paymes. So Paymes, what is Paymes? Paymes is a social commerce platform that was founded in Turkey and Azerbaijan. And later on, it was acquired by Paymes earlier in 2022. So what is Paymes? It's a platform basically that enables micro businesses and freelancers to take their businesses online and start accepting payments from their clients for their products and for their services. Currently, Paymes is running in 4 different countries, sorry, which is KSA, UAE, Egypt, and in Turkey as well, and Azerbaijan. So again, for example, if you're a personal trainer, if you're a physiotherapist, if you're a carpenter, if you're a plumber, if whatever your craft is, whatever your line of business is as a micro business or a freelancer, what Paymes does is that it gives you a platform that you can accept payments from online, whether it's by generating a QR code or by a payment link, or even setting up your own personal web store where you can list all of the services that you have on the payment store and initially start generating payment links for these services as well. So the benefits that we have for our merchants when they sign up to Paymes, first of all, they get activated on the spot. So if you come to Paymes and you have your documents ready, which is usually an ID and a freelance certificate, all you have to do is submit your documents. Our team will be reviewing it within the hour. And then after the due diligence is done, you get to activate your account on the spot. Second, it's a highly secured platform. So all of the payments being generated through the platform itself, it's very secure and it's immune to any hacking and any fraud. The third option is, again, you can build your own online store within Paymes. So you can set up your store, you can put all of the services that you have and with their pricing, and immediately you can start generating links for them, sharing them with your merchants so that they can pay you on the spot. And so this is an overview look on the Paymes web store. All you have to do is just dial in all the products that you have. It will automatically start an inventory for you with all the services that you have, with all the products, with their description and their prices. And immediately after that, merchants can access this web store. They start selecting the products and services that they want. They go through a quick checkout phase where they can immediately start paying for the products. And another feature that we have is link generation. So let's say, again, you're a personal trainer, you just finished a session with one of your clients, and the session costs 500 dirhams. All you have to do is go into Paymes, list information about the session that you have just conducted with the pricing that you want to receive from the merchant themselves, and immediately it will generate a payment link that you can share with the merchant, that they can log in, put in their credit card information, and immediately pay for the session. The same concept is also by a QR code as well. So it's the same process. You log in, you put in all the information about the session that you've just conducted. However, without having to go through the process of generating a link, you just generate a QR code, which the merchant initially scans for the payment to be done. When it comes to documentation, so if you're setting up in the UAE, the documents required are the Emirates ID, a copy of your passport or visa in the UAE, your personal or corporate bank account, and the freelance certificate or trading certificate. If you're setting up in KSA, all you need is your national ID, a bank account, and the freelance certificate. So all in all, the KYC process for Paymes is very straightforward and very minimal. So another addition that we've recently added as a feature for Paymes is Reels Pay. So for example, you have your Instagram page and you have a reel that is showcasing one of the products that you have or one of the services that you have. On your Paymes web store, all you have to do is just share a link of the Instagram reel with the products and the services that you've showcased there. And under the reel, under the reel within the web store, you can list the price and the benefits of this product, so that merchants can immediately log into your web store on Paymes and find the product through the reel that you have showcased on Instagram and immediately pay for it. And this service is right now available in our Paymes stores in KSA, UAE, Egypt, and Turkey as well. Here's a quick review on how the payment reels work. So merchants they sign up for Paymes. They go to your dashboard or web store that you have on Paymes, and they simply look for the same product that they have seen on Instagram. And after that, once they see it, they can click on the reel and immediately go to the payment and pay for the service. So what's the benefit of the Paymes reel? It's basically it's an easy way to get to the product immediately without having the hassle of searching through the various services and through the web store. So all they have to do is just click on the reel, on the link. It will immediately transform them to the web store, where they can find the reel that they've just watched and immediately purchase the product they're looking for. And so we on our YouTube page, we have a lot of educational videos for Paymes in general, how to use the dashboard, how to benefit from the features that we have, how to create and generate the payment links and the QR codes. Again, Paymes as a service has helped thousands and thousands of freelancers and micro businesses elevate their business, increase their revenues and profit, as well as boost their online payment presence as well. Our team in UAE, in KSA, in Turkey, and in Egypt are more than happy to help you take your business to the next level, to boost your sales and increase the numbers of transactions you're doing online, as well as help you shift your business from being an offline business to an online business. So you can just simply go to paymes.com, choose the country that you're looking to operate in, and our team will be more than happy to assist you. And that's it from my end. Thank you, Daria.
Great. Yeah, thank you very much. So basically, back to our discussion. Let me share my screen. Give me a sec. Yeah, so we are here. So I'm showing my screen. Give me a sec. Yeah. So basically, one of the option to get paid for your on your website is actually to use Paymes. Although you need to have your bank account registered, so basically, if you need your bank account registered anyway, so you also can go on Noon and you need to see like channel at the same time almost. Yeah, so where there is one thing I wanted to mention just to add a bit more like product search criteria. So whenever you do your product search, you need to remember the few simple things. First is maintain all this positive unit economy. So your margin's supposed to be 35-50%, and you need to always get net profit. It's not necessary for if you experience it, you know what you're doing, but if you're just starting, like it's a very, very important thing. Second, you need to understand if there is market for this selected product. So basically you need to check, is there around 800 sales per week or per month for your product in marketplaces as well, because like especially if you're coming from the different cultural background, sometimes there is no market for specific things, or like market is very, very little. Like for example, if I decide to sell, I don't know, Russian books in the UAE, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get to this sales level. And then price of product, which started from 30 ID. Usually we also can recommend like around 50 dirhams, although 30 dirhams you can just start because like basically this, then you have very low price. You also have like very low procurement price, lower logistics, not lower logistics, like low fulfillment and storage, and lower, of course it's not oversized product, and also lower procurement budget. Then about the product, your product's supposed to have less than 3 variations. It's very important. And product should be non-fragile with low refund rate. So we like recommend to not to focus on those products which sells, like for example electronics with high return rate. Okay, perfect. Then the last thing. So we really appreciate you guys that you will stay till the end today. So we're gonna share the free access to our tool for 7 days. This kind of time and it's enough to understand, like what you want to sell. And for those who understand that they are really want to go into this space, they can actually acquire our tool, because it's very it's very important to sellers to make the decision based on numbers. So here is our tariffs for Amazon. The tariff is 200 USD ID per month with our discount, with today promo code discount, which also gives you 7 days free trial. And for 3 months, we give it 10% discount, for 6 months 20%, and for 1 year 30% discount. Then for Noon, other like tariffs slightly higher, because the tool is very, very compelling. The accuracy of data is around 85-87%. It's verified by many brands, big brands, and basically for the Noon, they also the only one tool in the market which provides that data. And the good thing that only today you have unique opportunity to buy annual subscription with discount of 50%, and 6 months 6-month subscription with discount of 40%. And the next thing is actually Shopify. For Shopify, so to see what's going on with the D2C channel, we have same rates as Amazon with same amount of discounts. All the channels you can check, and here's free trial. As you see, there are different promo codes, so you probably need to select one which you think is the most appealing for you. So just take a photo or just scan this code, and then you're gonna register with us. You finish the registration, and you're gonna get your 7 days free trial. One more thing, if you have any kind of question, you can always contact other support through, sorry, yeah, so you can always contact our support through for our website, and our support button is here actually on the bottom. So you press here, you go into the WhatsApp, and in this WhatsApp you send us message. We respond you within few hours on working days, and on next working day when it's public holidays. Let me go back to there. By the way, guys, please send your questions, because we're gonna have Q&A session in a few seconds, I would say. If you have any questions, you also can connect to me directly. Here's my WhatsApp, here's my email, my Instagram, and my LinkedIn. This is Natalia contact, so you can see there her LinkedIn and her email. Yeah, feel free to connect with us, and thank you very much for your attention. So let us check if you have any kind of questions to us or to our guests. Oh, unable to join. Hey guys, I guess nobody there, but I also can see their promo codes. Thank you very much, Bruce. Thank you. So you also can see the promo code below the screen, so you just can actually tap this link. Okay, yes, I will share my contact details as well right here. Share my screen. Yeah, so here's my details. Any other questions? Yeah, just entering from my phone to see if you have any questions. Mhm. 1 second. Here, yeah, I can see. Oh, I can see some questions here. Yeah, so there is a card from US with rating on 4.0. What's better, to start separately on UAE or use that one? So it depends. It's like basically usually it depends also like on their, it also depends on number of reviews under that card. So let's say you have 1,000 reviews under the card, and you see that rating is like below 4. So I would say yes, you can do this, but what I would do, I actually would create both. One is like US listing, and one is local listing if it's possible, if it's okay for you in terms of labor and stock as well. Yeah, so because what we see usually, the of course any customer generated content as reviews, it works very good on Amazon, especially. Although it sometimes then there are sellers, like local sellers, who are focused on their products, on their stocks, on the content they provide, they do localization, etc. So sometimes they actually, in like most of the times, they actually win competition even those products which have many reviews. And yeah, another thing. So if you have that kind of like, if you have if you have budget also to pump this card, which you're supposed to have. So basically, I don't see the issue to create a new listing for this region as well. Okay. Which marketplace is the best for the sellers? There doesn't exist such thing as the best marketplace for the seller. I would say like it's what you can do the best in terms of your resources. So if you already have like trade license, which where you can add e-commerce as additional thing, or basically if you have resources to open bank account, or you have other company which you can easily prove that you already established company and you just open like affiliated company, so you can easily open bank account, I would say you need to go for both. If you know that it's going to take you a lot of time to incorporate, to open bank account, I would suggest you to open first with Amazon, because with Amazon you can open very easily. You don't need to have UAE company. Then you can open there like any company, like UK company, for example, for like pretty low budget, like less around for 500 USD budget, you can incorporate in UK. So and you can start your business, and this is going to be, or you have residency. If you have residency, you also can open first individual account on Amazon. So I just suggest you to start first, and then like deal with administrative issues, because for what we see, there are some part of the clients who are always they come in to webinars like every now and again. They come to our events, but they never start. And it's kind of strange, because like if you don't do anything in the time and you think about, for example, usually it could be like 72 hours, or like better, like in very short time, you basically can you basically can lose that passion for what you do. And to start as is very important. Which platform most secure in the world? It's like, honestly, in the UAE, all the platforms are secure. To be honest, in terms of in terms of like getting your payment, etc. So I don't see like any issues with Noon. I don't see any issues with Amazon. It's like it's all secure. To be honest, it's I didn't see any kind of issues from the platforms. Is there any material hard copy? We can send you a presentation. Okay. It's very interesting. Thank you, Said. Give me a second. Do you have any questions on payment, guys? So I'm here again. I guess this is like on 140 reviews. Okay. Okay, thumbs up, comment, connect. I guess this is all the questions. So if you don't have additional questions, I guess we're gonna finish our discussion for today. I'm very appreciate our speakers today. Hope to have like more collaboration and then provide more value to their clients who want to start with e-commerce in any channel. Thank you guys for being with us, for asking very good questions. Yeah, if you have any additional questions, just contact our WhatsApp. Thank you very much and have a great day.
Thank you, Daria. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Yeah, I think yeah. Anastasia, are we done?